together on seclosounds.org.
Good evening. It's Thursday night. It's Mind Your Head here on Seclo Sounds, your community radio station for Milton Keynes. Here in the studio, there's me, Steve McNay, my old mucker, Chris Parner.
Yes.
I'll fade you up first. Unfortunately, we are sans Lizzie and Sue tonight, but we do have the wonderful Finn, who is doing our social media. So get in touch, facebook.com/MYH Radio Show or at MYH Radio Show on Twitter, and let us know. We are talking about stress this evening. It was National Stress Awareness Day yesterday, and for many dogs and cats, it's National Stressy Day today with all the fireworks and whatever else. So to kick us off with something nice and lively to start with, a little bit of Prince, and amongst the rainy weather, let's have a little play in the sunshine. This is off the Sign of the Times album, one of my favourites of all time, probably in my top 10 albums of all time. Hopefully this will get you all going and liven things up before we start talking about stress.
Without the help of a margarita or ecstasy.
little bit of Prince to get us started this evening, playing the sunshine. Yeah, you see, it was Prince.
Prince. Oh, I can hear Prince now. Yeah,
You can hear Prince now, can you?
Yeah,
Beautiful.
good old boy.
He is. He's back as well. I think he's doing some new stuff, which is
Cool.
exciting. But yeah, that's off the Sign of the Times album, which is one of my favourite albums. Full of great stuff. Housequake. Little bit sweary for the radio though. So anyway,
I remember him on Under the Cherry Moon, the film in black and white back in 1987.
Yeah.
1988 even, and brilliant, great film, very funny.
There you go. My friend Matt, who lives in Texas, evening Matt, went to see Sign of the Times, the Prince film, in 3 different capital cities over one summer because we were touring
wow.
Britain.
Excellent.
It was beautiful. Anyway,
Great memories, though.
Great, yeah, absolutely. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Mind Your Head. For those of you that were tuning in expecting us to be talking about women's mental health today, unfortunately, both Lizzie and Sue are sick, and we thought that probably doing a women's mental health show without any women would have been a little ironic, shall we say.
Get well soon, ladies.
So this is best wishes to Sue and to Lizzie. Hopefully both back next week where we will do women's mental health. But today, yesterday was National Stress Awareness Day. And what better time, really, for us to take a look at stress, why we have stress, what causes stress, how it affects us, and what we can do about it to try and make sure that we don't put ourselves in a position where stress is a problem. Stress is the most common reason for people being off work. It's overtaken what are called musculoskeletal issues, which is essentially my back hurts, I've hurt me muscles, I've hurt me bones, whatever. Stress is the most common reason now for absence from work. Interestingly, there's some other research that says the most common reason for stress at work...
more to the point.
Bad managers.
Right.
Unrealistic work expectation, whatever else. There are. We will look at that in more detail. But what we're hoping to do today as well, and I think this is the thing that probably is the most important thing for us to do, is to look at what we can do to try and manage our stress. What can we do to try and make sure that our stress is managed in an appropriate way? And one of the things that I've found is Mind have done a lovely video on YouTube around how to manage your stress. So there are 8 different things that they talk about. So we're going to go through those over the course of the evening, lovely, and just have a little snippet. So this kind of introduces it and gives you tip 1.
Here are 8 relaxation tips to help you look after your well-being when you're stressed, busy or worried. 1. Take a break. Take some time away from your normal routines or thoughts. Read a book or magazine, even if it's only for a few minutes. Run yourself a bath. Watch a film. Play with your pet. Chop some vegetables and cook a meal.
Chop some vegetables or cook a meal. Basically, this goes back to Lizzie's mindfulness stuff. It's about being in the moment. It's about finding something to focus on. It's about doing something constructive. And when you're sitting there mulling over in your mind all the things that you've got to be stressed about, actually finding something useful to do, so finding something to do to occupy your mind is a really useful thing. I don't know what you do, Chris. Are there things that you do to manage your stress?
Well, I was just thinking about that, and I suppose I've just got to come clean, really. I'm a little bit stressed myself today. I'm a bit fed up, yeah.
I can tell by the banging on the table there, mate.
I've had a bit of a rubbish day. I don't even know what... I've got 2 pairs of headphones on here. Shall I just pick one? I'll just go with this one. I'll just go with this set. Yeah.
He's having a moment, Finn. He's having a moment.
I was in Birmingham today. You said you were somewhere else that you didn't like being as well. So we've both had a rubbish day, and Finn is not very well. We're all a bit stressed and fed up, aren't we?
My day to day has actually been all right.
I've
had a couple of days in Cardiff at a conference at the Millennium Stadium, which was lovely, all very nice and whatever else. Travelling down there, we set off at 7 o'clock on Tuesday morning. We got there at 5 to 12. 5 hours
yes.
to do what is essentially a 2.5 hour journey.
That's a whole load of stress built up right there.
And late for the conference. Late for the conference where my boss, who went down the night before, is there.
Yeah. Did you have a late night the night before?
No.
So that's even more irritating.
I was up at quarter to 6. Quarter to 6 in the morning.
Yeah.
Showered, dressed, suitcase, the whole shaboodle. Off I went.
Lovely.
All good. Got to the place where I was meeting my lift to go down to Cardiff.
Yeah.
Very nice journey, except 5 5.
Who was driving? Sorry, carry on.
My other boss.
Good. So you had a nice relaxing seat in the back seat.
No, I had a nice relaxing seat in the passenger seat.
Okay, yeah.
But I'm a terrible passenger.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Imagine,
Anyway, so basically, yeah, a day and a half in Cardiff. It rained constantly. It was miles to the hotel. All of those sort of things. And arriving late always puts you in that place where you're just kind of on edge already.
Tell me about it.
And these are the things I think that sometimes can cause additional stress.
Yeah.
Fairly stressful anyway.
Lorry loads of it.
Yeah, fairly stressful anyway. We're going to a conference with 148 of your peers from across the charity network, along with the chief exec of Mind National and all the big wigs and whatever else. You know, it's there's a bit of pressure there anyway because you're going down and doing all the things. And then when you're walking in late and they're already doing the speeches and you've got to do the walk of shame.
You feel like an idiot then, don't you?
You do feel like a bit. Luckily, there were some other local minds who also got caught in the traffic that we got caught in. So we all walked in together. So at least we shared the shame across the local minds.
And I bet you all fancied a coffee as well and you couldn't even do that.
Didn't even get a coffee. Didn't even get a coffee. To be honest with you, it was about 10:30 that morning before I got a coffee at all. And that was only because we stopped because we thought there was more delays. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
We should have rung each other up and just had a good old rant down
rant down the phone.
I'm going to use this actual radio show to unstress myself.
Well,
so I'm feeling a bit mischievous tonight, Steve.
I can... warnings out there in listener land. Chris is feeling mischievous. Things could go all over the place tonight, like they haven't already.
Well, I was in Birmingham, right? And I went wrong. I went wrong right from the very beginning. I had my own road trip story today. It's terrible. You know, Junction 14 here in Milton Keynes. I do. Well, you know, I saw somebody on the road that I knew, and I'm like trying to make contact with him, being polite with my little blinkers to say hello, and it's a bit too early, and I went on the M1 the normal way I go, so I start going M1 south to London, and Birmingham's the other way, isn't it?
It is.
So I get on the M1 and go down the wrong way. That's first in the first 4 or 5 minutes. That was the start to my morning.
Right.
Yeah, I'm banging, aren't I?
You are banging.
Because I'm stressed. I'm banging because I'm stressed. No more banging because we're on a radio show. Okay, yeah. I'm very emotional tonight, Steve.
You are, mate.
I'm very emotional.
You are, mate.
And I want to share it with you.
I can tell.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that was the beginning. You know.
So that started your day.
We'll get to the rest later, perhaps.
Okay. The first relaxation tips were find something to occupy your mind. Chop some vegetables, listen to music, whatever else it is. Do a radio show should be in there as well.
Yeah, you've got one stressed out dude here that needs de-stressing.
Okay, let's have a quick listen to relaxation tip number 2.
2. Focus on your breathing. Learning to breathe more deeply can make you feel a lot calmer and increase your sense of well-being. Breathe in through your nose and breathe out through your mouth. Try to keep your shoulders down and relaxed. Place your hand on your stomach. It should rise as you breathe in and fall as you breathe out. Try counting as you breathe. Start by counting to 4 as you breathe in and 4 as you breathe out. Then work out what's comfortable for you.
I'm getting dizzy.
I think our listeners are probably getting dizzy as well. It sounds like a heavy breather, Chris.
Who is that? That sounds a bit like Felicity Kendall.
I'm not sure who's doing it. It's a Mind video.
She sounds like a lovely auntie.
She does sound like a lovely auntie. And I'd love to have Felicity Kendall as a lovely auntie.
Auntie Mind.
This again goes back to the mindfulness and the breathing exercises, the kind of 7-11 breathing where you breathe in for 7, you breathe out for 11, you focus on your breathing, mindful breathing, all of that sort of stuff. Just distresses you. It's one of the things that I occasionally do when I'm not sleeping because things are going on in my mind. I'll do that 7-11 breathing where you breathe in for 7 through your nose and then you breathe out for 11 through your mouth, and it's supposed to get rid of all the stale air and just slow everything down a bit. It's quite useful.